Oh, and Pearson put through by Greenoff. Jones is after it. Pearson shot, goal!
Welcome again to the big match, and on the show today, 3 games from yesterday's First Division, and this is our lineup. An exhilarating match between Chelsea and Nottingham Forest. That's our main game. We're going to back that up with Middlesbrough against Queen's Park Rangers and Derby County against Everton. And at Derby's baseball ground, something that every club must have worried just a little bit about yesterday actually happened.
And suddenly the floodlights have gone out. The floodlights which are being run by a generator specially hired for the game, and all the lights have gone out.
Well, the game was held up, but they did get the lights back again in time to finish the match. And we also have as one of our guests a club chairman, and I wonder if you can guess who he's talking about.
Tremendous professionalism, boundless enthusiasm, absolute dedication. Makes no allowances for himself or others. Unpredictable, irresistible.
The Nottingham Forest chairman, Brian Appleby, talking about, of course, Brian Clough, and revealing that the Football Association have written to him asking permission to approach Brian Clough with that England shortlist in mind. And in looking at your letters this week, we have the first of our crazy corners, news of another goalkeeper, in fact, who got on the score sheet yesterday in the FA Cup as well. But first, it's serious stuff, but marvellously entertaining as well. 36,000 fans were at Stamford Bridge yesterday, Chelsea's largest gate of the season, for Chelsea against Nottingham Forest. And every one of them got value for money. But at 2:10 yesterday, most eyes were on one man.
And here's the man they say is on the shortlist for the England job. Brian Clough, bringing his Nottingham Forest side to London, 4 points clear at the top of the First Division, back to a ground whose facilities he criticised last season, including the view of the game that the management get from the touchline bench. But what a fantastic job he and Peter Taylor have done with this Nottingham Forest side. They come with an unchanged team, the one that beat Middlesbrough 4-0 last week. Now that defender Larry Lloyd has passed a test on a hamstring injury, it's a side with a winning balance to it, and one player who's made a tremendous strides this season in the First Division is winger John Robertson, and he can't be far from his first Scottish cap. It's a defence that's been strengthened enormously by the signing of Peter Shildon from Stoke City, a goalkeeper that Clough and Taylor have admired for several seasons. And still going strong in the Chelsea goal is Peter Bonetti. And when Peter Bonetti made his first appearance for Chelsea in the early 1960s, Trevor Aylott was a mere 2 years old. But Trevor knew enough about the game last week to score the winner against Bristol City in his first full game. This then is the Chelsea team. They've had a late change forced on them. Defender Ron Harris has got a hamstring injury. John Sparrow comes into the defence. Charlie Cook keeps his place. He's been brought in to steady things down a bit with skipper Ray Wilkins in midfield. So that then is the Chelsea side. The referee is Brian Stevens from Stonehouse in Gloucestershire. And now we're just about ready for the start. So away we go, Nottingham Forest attacking the goal to our right in red shirts and white shorts. Chelsea in their all-blue strip. Chelsea have scored only 8 times in 14 games and only once in their last 5, as against an amazing scoring record that Forest come here with, 16 in their last 6, and that includes 3 lots of 4. I say for London fans at any rate, it's almost too good to be true when you remember how they were so easily beaten at Highbury, and they drew 0-0 at West Ham. And really were none too convincing in a victory at Queen's Park Rangers. But maybe today is the day when London fans will see Forest at their best. We'll see. One man who clearly won't want to get injured today, Steve Wicks, the big Chelsea defender who gets married tomorrow. He's marrying Jane Mears, daughter of the Chelsea director Leslie Mears. And there in the stand, in the light raincoat on the right, is Jane Mears, who is due to get married tomorrow. Oh, good kick there by Shilton. But it's with Bowyer now. Oh, it's nice with Cook. Nicely played there for Wilkins. Finding Aylott. Wilkins again. Now, if Langley can get in behind Lloyd, which he's done, I'm surprised Lloyd allowed him to go as far as that. Aylott with a chance. A beautiful piece of goalkeeping, though, by Peter Shilton. Oh, that was a superb ball there in the first place by Ray Wilkins, but just look how easily Langley gets in behind Larry Lloyd. And some tremendous goalkeeping there by Shilton, bravely diving at the feet of Aylott. Sparrow. Now Gemmell. Oh, and look at this for Peter With. Woodcock's right in there as well. The little chip coming in there. Woodcock with the header. And Chelsea were in extreme danger there. Archie Gemmell with a pass that put Peter With 3. Little cross coming in there, and the touch there by Woodcock, just look how close that was. Robertson. With versus Troy. It really is quite a meaty battle those two are going to have all afternoon. With, this time being followed by Wicks. Robertson trying to tease Graham Wilkins into a mistake and find a yard for himself, which he's done. Peter With a header, and what a good one it was. Bowyer trying desperately to get that onto the left foot. Graham Wilkins to Tommy Langley. A touch for Ray Wilkins. Oh, what a ball again by Ray Wilkins. Beautifully played into the path of Tommy Langley. Aylott's coming into the middle in a great, tremendous rush. Wilkins again, or rather Langley again, just couldn't get that shot in. But what a pass it was again from Ray Wilkins. A beautiful piece of football by Chelsea that the crowd really are appreciating. Well, that's after the pass had been made. And a great run here by Aylott. And a good piece of defence by Anderson. Cook. Lovely close skills. Lost none of those. Sparrow. Cook again. Cut out by McGovern. Here's With. Robertson. Like this referee's style at the moment, he's giving the game a chance. He's playing a lot of good advantages, and now Forrest are taking advantage of this with Archie Gemmell. And in comes, a tremendous piece of goalkeeping there by Peter Bonetti from Ian Bowyer. Before it was finally hooked away to safety, it looked as though Bowyer was sure to score. Great pass here by Archie Gemmell. Just look at the number 8 Bowyer making his advance, and a good one-handed stop by Peter Bonetti. Langley. Now Kenny Burns. Cut out by Britton. Langley was just onside as well for Forrest, that Larry Lloyd got one of his long legs to that one. Nicely played for Wilkins. Oh, a beautiful dummy that Wilkins sold on Archie Gemmell. Graham Wilkins turning it in first time. Ray Wilkins with the header. Great save by Peter Shilton. Well, the two brothers very nearly combined there to give Chelsea an inspiring lead. It's Graham Wilkins who plays this ball in early. And it's Ray Wilkins who's gone forward to get on the end of it, and Peter Shilton who had to make a good save to stop them. Anderson, Burns, Anderson again, with McGovern. Some fair play here by Forest. Except that Sparrow, in the end, breaks it up. Burns, Gemmell. Letting one go from a long way out, just a yard or so wide. Archie Gemmell looking, as always, for a chance to get a poke at goal. Robertson. Woodcock. Oh, he was physically held back there. Good decision by the referee as well. He held back as long as he possibly could to see if Woodcock could have somehow wriggled free of Wicks. It wasn't to be, and in the end the whistle went. Brian Stevens from Stonehouse in Gloucestershire, protege of David Smith, who used to be, in fact, was a cup final referee from Stonehouse. Woodcock with a header, and a brilliant save by Bonetti. From Tony Woodcock. Applause all around Stamford Bridge for that one. Free kick coming in. A backward header there by Peter With. A free header for Tony Woodcock. A beautiful spring by Bonetti. Swain. Another free kick for Chelsea. This time, yellow card for Anderson. Ray Wilkins going across to have a word with the referee. I'm not sure what that can be about, whether it's direct or indirect, I suppose. But Viv Anderson's name goes into the book. There's the free kick being taken now, and a goal by Ian Whitman, but no. The referee wasn't satisfied that he was ready for the free kick to be taken. In fact, he was still writing in his notebook. Not sure that we were ready either. But now everybody is ready, I think, and I wonder if they can do it again. Wilkins again. Troy this time very nearly got in there. And Forest desperate to get that one away. Now it looks as though they can with Peter With. Free kick. One fellow I know has supported Chelsea for a long, long time. With the spectacles there. Do you remember Ben Morris? With the Chelsea secretary Chris Matthews, one of the few lady secretaries in the Football League, right ahead of him. Robertson again. Making life very difficult indeed for Graham Wilkins. This might come through to Bowyer. Played short for Archie Gemmell. Oh, a little twist there by With. He didn't make a contact. I think he was probably aiming at Anderson, who was coming up hard on the right-hand side. At 2.5 minutes to half-time now. Still no score. A lot for Chelsea. Woodcock. And now With. Troy timing that challenge well, and obviously just got a nick off. He didn't have it, maybe just nicked off Peter With, but it's a Forest throw. And who's going to get to that one? Bowyer does. Gemmell. Burns. Now Sparrow. A break out by Chelsea. Britain. For John Sparrow. Again, Cook is waiting in the middle. Cook with a header! What skill again. And that's not the first time this afternoon we've seen Chelsea break superbly down the wings, play the ball in as Sparrow did there, finding somebody to connect at the other end as Cook did, but Shilton equal to it again. Swain. Now, can Britton get to that? He can't. It's a throw for Nottingham Forest. Referee looking at his watch. The last few seconds of the first half, which have really been very evenly spread between Chelsea and Nottingham Forest, and no question that both the goalkeepers are the men who've kept the score blank. Peter Shilton, who's made one or two really tremendous saves, particularly one early on from Alot, and Peter Bonetti, for his part, bringing off a couple of superb saves, particularly that flying dive from the header by Tony Woodcock. So because of Shilton and Bonetti, we are goalless in the first half. A lot to come on the big match today, though, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes with the second half. Chelsea 0, Nottingham Forest 0. Welcome back to Stamford Bridge. No goals in the first half of this important First Division game. Forest 4 points clear at the top. Chelsea in a little bit of trouble near the bottom. And a very good reason for both sides wanting to snatch a couple of points from this one. Here's Wilkins. Chelsea, in fact, have already lost 2 at home this season, to Coventry and to Leeds. Forest have lost only 1 away, and that was when they also came to London and were well beaten 3-0 by Arsenal. Droy, Sparrow, Droy again. And that should be no trouble for Shilton. Spreading it out with his throw to Robertson. Woodcock. Certainly been a beautifully balanced and skillful game so far. Here's Wicks. The only thing that has been missing has been the goals. Govan losing his place there for a moment, and in the end finding Shilton. Robertson. Woodcock. Kenny Burns. Anderson. McGovern. It's Bowyer. Good bit of interplay here by Nottingham Forest. Chested down by With for Woodcock. It's about 8 or 9 passes they've strung together now. With pushed out there by Wicks. Gemmell. Chelsea can't get a look at it at the moment. Now they will. It's a goal kick. He's had a brilliant season, John Robertson, but he, in all fairness, hasn't shown a lot of that form here this afternoon as yet. Gemmell's header. That's a corner, and a good decision by the linesman. Steve Wicks trying to shield that ball to give Chelsea the goal kick. And at the very last, it was hit against his leg by Peter With. Here's Robertson. Across the face of that goal to Bowyer, lining up a shot on the volley. Badly miscuing and a look of pain. And a goal kick for Chelsea. Robertson just dinking it across there. With, who gets his head into those situations, knocked up again by Woodcock and miscued by Bowyer. Woodcock controlled that well and found Robertson. Good pass here for Gemmell. Great little fighter, Archie Gemmell. Here's Colin Barrett. Oh, and he's lost out badly here. Langley taking it up. Wilkins supporting him. Now, will that come through to Aylott? No, it comes through to Trevor Aylott. Is this the chance for Chelsea? No. Anderson came back superbly. And he hadn't quite got enough time as Anderson, with those long legs of his, got back. Went past Kenny Burns. And he just got there, did Anderson. Here's the Chelsea corner. Drive with a header. Well, he's always likely to be prominent in these situations, is Mickey Droy. Hit a bit lower that time and a bit harder. Droy got the header in, and Shilton was relieved to see it go wide. It's a goal kick. Chelsea this time. Aylott trying to get it going quickly and found that it didn't go his way at all. Droy stepping in mightily there. Lloyd giving it away to Cook. Here's Swain. Here's Aylott, played onside by Kenny Burns. And Aylott going all the way in there. Tremendous goal! Running, he's made the breakthrough for Chelsea. Last week it was the winner against Bristol City. Today it's the goal that puts them in the lead against the leaders. Kenny Swain with that long pass forward. Great piece of front running here by Trevor Aylott. And as it bounced, a drop kick past Peter Shilton. 1-0 to Chelsea. So what a day for him. 19 years old, only his second full game. The winner last week, and such a vital one today. Trevor Aylott. Well, a game that was so beautifully poised will now show us just what Forest are made of. Here's Britain. Shilton, who looked capable of stopping everything, really had no chance at all there. Lloyd finding Gemmell. Good piece of fighting there by Kenny Swain. Here's Langley. Chelsea really on song at the moment. And Shilton forced to go down and make another save. Troy. To give Chelsea a chance to reform, and look at that for a bit of skill by Ray Wilkins. Really looking for the ball all the time now. Britain finding Langley. Aylott waiting in the middle. Cook has gone up fast. Langley's gone past him. Chipped in there again, just ahead of Aylott. He falls into the back of the net, but the ball has gone behind for the goal kick. Brilliant piece of play by Chelsea. They've tried this so often, these passes into the space in front of the front runner, as that one was, just a fraction too far ahead of Alot for his second goal. So, no smiles there at the moment. Gemmell. Goal cut out by Troy. Corner really was a small price to pay after Archie Gemmell had put Chelsea in great danger there. Robertson with that corner for Nottingham Forest. Bonetti only half getting it away, and Woodcock tried to turn it back. It was Swain who did the saving job there for Chelsea. And again, and Forest get a throw. Oh yeah. Nice little chip there. They've got plenty of people up, including Kenny Burns. It was Steve Ricks who stopped him that time. Now a chance for a Chelsea break. Ray Wilkins to Charlie Cook. Langley is away in a lot of space on the right. Alot is away on the left. Now can Langley get that over? He can. And it's there! No! My word, they very nearly did it again. Well, Alot takes up some marvellous positions, but equally there are some superb balls being played into the middle by Chelsea this afternoon. That one by Langley, and he very nearly forced it home. Shilton again had to be at his best. Alot. Barrett back to his keeper. Barrett's header. Here's Wilkins. Good skill, finding Swain. Sparrow outside him. Alot up there again. Oh, what a nice pass there by Alot now for Charlie Cook. Oh, across the face of the Forest goal. And again, they were caught all over the place by the well-timed run of Charlie Cook, and a good pass, one here by Swain coming up. Well, what about this for a well-timed pass by Alot? And Cook putting it across the face of the Forest goal and behind for the goal kick. Alot. Finding each other well now. Sparrow, well, that's hit Bowyer. Forest wanting to bring on their substitute, Martin O'Neill. He's all right. Is Langley? There's no flag. Oh, and he's missed a chance there. Larry Lloyd stopped it on the line. And Langley, I think in the first place, surprised he was allowed to go on. In the end, very annoyed with himself for not getting goal number 2. Well, there was no offside. There was no flag. And Langley couldn't pull it back enough. Well, Forest are bringing off Ian Bowyer, the number 8, and Martin O'Neill is coming on. Well, Tommy Langley might really have had a good chance of putting Chelsea up there. I think some crowd behind the goal there felt that there was a handball by Larry Lloyd as he saved it inside the penalty area. Chelsea stopped them again. Britton to Cook. And here come Forest again with width. 10 minutes to go. Gemmell. There's With again. Now can Troy get there first? He can. Walloping that away just before McGovern got to it. And a throw for Nottingham Forest. Robertson with it. O'Neill right in there. But a chance of a shot. The linesman had his flag up in any case for an offside against... I think it must have been Woodcock in there. There's the throw by John Robertson. And O'Neill curling it in, and you can see, yes, in fact, Woodcock, the number 10, just fractionally offside beyond Mickey Troy there. O'Neill beaten there by Sparrow. Britton just chipping it in this time for Ray Wilkins. Britton again. Now Trevor Aylott leaving again for Ian Britton. On this side of the field is Charlie Cook. Now will he take on Colin Barrett? Britton has continued his run to this side. Still with Cook. Now with Britton. Driven in hard across the goal. Beautiful move again by Chelsea, but for them not quite the finish they wanted. A move with a lot of thought, a lot of patience and a lot of skill about it. Cook playing a major part in it again, poking out that little pass for Ian Britton. Frantic whistling in the crowd. Still a couple of minutes to go yet. With free kick to Nottingham Forest. Inside the last 2 minutes. Archie Gemmell with the free kick. Everybody in there. And Robertson just over the top. And not much to spare for Chelsea there. Just look at that crowd in the Chelsea penalty area. Gemmell floating the free kick. Robertson hitting it and not catching it properly, but there it is, gliding into the air. And which side of the crossbar? Yes, the right side for Chelsea. The last desperate seconds for Chelsea. 2 points that are so valuable to them if they can just hold on. Now, McGovern with a shot. That time it was Swain who stopped him in his stride. Another throw for Nottingham Forest. Anderson with it. With a backward header. And again, Swain is right back there. Now O'Neill. What a scramble there. Archie Gemmell. And again, chance for Chelsea with Wilkins. That's the long ball. And Langley's onside. He was inside his own half when that was played. Can he finish it off? Can Aylott finish it off? And Shilton saves superbly. What a climax. What a game of skill. And what a victory it looks likely to be now for Chelsea as the referee looks at his watch again. Here go Chelsea again with Charlie Cook. No, that won't go. And it's Penny Burns instead, the long ball forward. Woodcock is after it. Weir has gone storming into the middle. Robertson's up there with him, here he is. Chelsea stopped it, and here they are with Ray Wilkins, and there goes the final whistle. It's defeat for Nottingham Forest, defeat for Brian Clough, but he knows well enough you can't win every game. And on the day, Chelsea deserve it. Mickey Troy truly a giant in that defence, and nobody in the crowd could have gone away dissatisfied with the entertainment that they've had over the past 90 minutes. Ray Wilkins, the skipper, going to the men he knows who've done so much for Chelsea to get this marvellous victory. The rain pouring down, the crowd applauding, thank you. I suspect that was put there in the first place from the crowd in the shed who sweetened their language over the last couple of weeks. But it also serves as a thank you to the players who've given us a very skillful game of football and highly exciting too. Final score then at Stamford Bridge with the rain still pouring down. Chelsea 1, Nottingham Forest 0.
2 successive home wins now for Chelsea, and yesterday they were really worth their victory. But above all, it was one of those lovely afternoons when the battle really flowed from one end to the other, with both sides committed to attack, and really for that much thanks to Nottingham Forest as well, who came away from home with really positive thoughts. For Trevor Aylott, an unforgettable day. For the second successive week, he's been Chelsea's winner, bringing much relief as well to manager Ken Shellito. A happy young footballer and a delighted manager as well. Trevor, let's come to you first of all. To be at the heart of a success 2 weeks running, that really must be something for you.
Oh, it's fantastic. Especially scoring the goal as well. Still, just got to look forward to next week now, really. Keep it going.
Yeah, that's not as easy as it seems always, of course, is it? Keeping it going now for you.
No, well, we're playing Norwich next week on weekend. If I'm playing, sorry about that. Well, if we can carry on scoring goals.
Yeah. I would have thought he's staked a fairly strong claim at the moment, Ken, hasn't he?
Yes, yeah, he's done well. Very
What were the great qualities that he brought to your game today?
Well, they're great qualities. It's like last week he played, he can hold the ball, he can attack people, he looks to get behind people, it's the back of the net, you know.
Useful to have a guy like that in the side,
Well,
bringing you two
yes.
successive wins.
That's right. You know, you can make comparisons between players we used to have here, you know, and we think Trevor's very similar to an Aussie and a Hutch combined, you know. It's, we think in 2 years things should really be good. Oh, yeah.
In 2 years he'll be a combination of Osgood and Hutchinson.
We hope so, yeah.
That's something to live up to, Trevor.
Oh, yeah. Especially Aussie, the skill the bloke's got.
Yes. Where did you learn your football?
Oh, round the flats, kicking about with me mates.
That's in what, in Bermondsey?
Yeah.
And then you came here as a 15-year-old schoolboy?
Well, 15, yeah. As it happens, I never played on a pitch till I was about 10, 11 on a football pitch.
How come?
Well, I never played for anybody. I just used to kick about in the street. Never ever used to play. And then I joined the club when I was about 11, and that's when I first started playing.
My gosh, you've come on a bit from then, haven't you? But you were on loan to Queen's Park Rangers, I think, last season.
August, yeah.
Last August. What were your feelings then?
Well, I thought it was finished with Chelsea, I thought. Didn't think I was ever going to come back. Still, shows you how things can change, doesn't it?
Do you ever read about Roy of the Rovers? It's a bit like that, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Well, things certainly looking much better for Chelsea, and at times yesterday played some really beautiful football, not least in their ability to send men down the wing to produce the sort of cross ahead of the front men that are often so devastating.
Graham Wilkins to Tommy Langley. A touch for Ray Wilkins. Oh, what a ball again by Ray Wilkins. Beautifully played into the path of Tommy Langley. Aylot's coming into the middle in a great, tremendous rush. Now Sparrow. Break out by Chelsea. Britain for John Sparrow. Again, Cook is waiting in the middle. Cook with a header. Really looking for the ball all the time now. Britain finding Langley. Aylot waiting in the middle. Cook has gone up fast. Langley's gone past him. Chipped in there again, just ahead of Aylot. Now a chance for a Chelsea break. Ray Wilkins to Charlie Cook. Langley is away in a lot of space on the right. Aylot is away on the left. Now can Langley get that over? He can. And it's there. No! My word, they very nearly did it again.
Some really thrilling stuff there, but as Ken Shellito also told me yesterday, Forest are the best side they've played all season. Much of that obviously down to the work of Brian Clough and Peter Taylor, everybody knows that, and with the clamour for Brian Clough to become the next manager of England growing day by day, Brian himself is still lying low. But his chairman, Brian Appleby, was prepared to talk about the situation. He revealed exclusively on World of Sport yesterday afternoon that Brian Clough was one of the men the FA had in mind. But first we spoke about the Daily Express report about that shortlist.
I have no knowledge of this. What I can tell you, which is the situation, is that I've been asked to give my permission for the FA to approach him. And that's the present situation.
That came, what, in the shape of a letter from the Football Association?
In the shape of a letter, yes.
And do you know when that is? That's what, later this month that he goes, presumably, for an interview?
No, well, I can't say this because at the moment he hasn't told me whether he wants me to give permission for him to be approached, and that's the truth. He's yet to tell me.
But, I mean, there can't be any doubt in your mind about that, surely, that he wants to go and...
No, I genuinely don't know. He said he'll let me know.
Really?
Yes.
So he hasn't made up his mind yet whether he wants to be interviewed for the England job?
That I can't say. All I can say is that he wants to think it over.
But officially there has been a letter from the Football Association then asking that your permission to approach him.
That's right. And the only reason that I'm prepared to talk about it is that apparently the information is now common knowledge.
Yes. What do you feel, what is your feeling about that? About the possibility of losing Brian Clough, should it happen?
Well, of course we don't want to lose him. We've got the manager we want to keep, but you can't stand in a man's way if he's the best in his profession.
Looking at him as a chairman, what do you see as his qualities?
Tremendous professionalism, boundless enthusiasm, absolute dedication. Makes no allowances for himself or others. Unpredictable, irresistible. There you are.
So you say he's the best in the business, but now you have to wait to see what he feels about the England job.
I can't say. Well, I can't make the judgment he's the best in the business. He's the manager that we've always wanted recently and the manager we want to keep. I'm certainly not going to tout him for the England job because although it's a peculiar schizophrenic attitude I have, on the one hand I want the best for him because I like him and respect him. On the other hand, I hope he doesn't get the job.
So it's official. The FA have written to Nottingham Forest asking for permission to approach Brian Clough. What I find astonishing is that Brian apparently has not yet decided what his next move will be. Our second game today is Middlesbrough against Queen's Park Rangers at Ayresome Park. It's a game covered by Tyne Tees Television. The commentators Kenneth Wolstenholme. Queen's Park Rangers are in the hoops.
Armstrong with the corner. Coming out to Souness, not well though. Up comes Bailey. What a beautiful shot! Seen well by the goalkeeper. That was a cracker from young Ian Bailey. Hit it beautifully with his left foot. Goalkeeper saw it in time. James to Gillard. James running well off the ball. That ball bounced badly on a bobble on the ground. Abbott, there's Busby, and it's a goal. And it's scored. James engineered that well with Gillard. He sent the ball over. Williams, the man, I think it was, who headed it back, and then Busby was there, the header just getting the inside of the post. A few tired, almost dispirited strains of "You'll Never Walk Alone" arising from the crowd somewhere. Mills keeping possession well. Ashcroft, up comes Cooper on his left. Here's Cooper. The chip, it's a beauty. Well, that really was a good one from Terry Cooper. He resisted the temptation to have a full-blooded drive. It's a beautiful chip right onto the crossbar. Souness. And a goal by Headley. And as the ball came out, gave Headley full marks. It dropped to him and the youngster kept his cool, volleyed it. Hit it right into the back of the net, an unstoppable shot.
And it finished 1-1. But now we come to our new feature, Crazy Corner. And it's a part in the programme, really, where we rely on you to tell us about crazy incidents that happened maybe during a game that you either saw or indeed played in, no matter what the standard of game. And a quick follow-up to our story last week about the club keeper Keith Andrews of Old Woodhouseians, who scored in successive weeks from one end of the field to the other. Well, it happened again yesterday, and in the FA Cup as well, when the Hampton keeper, Alan Cooling, scored for his side in a fourth-round qualifying tie against Barnet. It was an equaliser, 8 minutes from the end. 28-year-old Alan tells us that the Barnet keeper called for it, but it bounced once between him and his centre-half and went straight into the net. We seem to think that's the first time it's happened in an FA Cup tie. It probably puts Alan into the Guinness Book of Records. But Barnet, they went on to win 2-1, and guess who scored one of their goals yet? Jimmy Greaves. Still on goalkeepers, Jimmy Higgs of 98 Ashurst Road, Cockfosters in Hertfordshire, writes about a match last season between a team of North London estate agents and a building society side when goalkeeper Jeff Harrington was distracted by a car approaching his goal as the opposition were bearing down on him. His father-in-law shouted to him that Jeff's wife, who was expecting a baby, was just about to deliver. And without another word, Jeff dashed away, leaving the opposition with an empty net. And the celebrations that followed were not only there in the goal mouth, but at the bedside as well. Jeff and his wife Susan, we can see them here now with their newly arrived son. And by the way, a spectator went in goal that day, and Jeff's team still won 5-3. And still more on goalkeepers, Jim Green of 10 Anglesey Close, Broadfield in Crawley, writes about the Crawley goalkeeper John Maggs, who in the 1974-5 season, when he was with Maidstone United, saved 8 successive penalties. That's an astonishing record. And indeed, John's long service in the Southern League is recognised on Wednesday when Crawley played Portsmouth in a testimonial game for him. Now, that's the sort of thing that we're looking for in our Crazy Corner. I think we might have a bit of fun together, keep it going, and really it's up to you to keep me posted so that we can keep it going. A quick mention, too, of a testimonial game on Tuesday night for Stuart Taylor, 12 years with Bristol Rovers. The match is against Ipswich at Eastville on Tuesday night. And a bit of football and fun together at the Empire Pool Wembley at 4 o'clock this afternoon when the top pop stars, including Elton John, Genesis, Uriah Heep, the Rubettes and Manfred Mann, all perform in a five-a-side tournament, 4 o'clock this afternoon at Wembley. And our final game today is really brimming with marvellous action. It's Derby County against Everton, the first appearance for Bruce Rioch since he rejoined Derby, now facing his old Everton teammates. Plenty of incident, including that moment when the lights went out, covered by ATV. The commentator's Hugh Johns. Derby County are in white.
Derby trying to give everybody a touch of the ball, and a break here for Hughes. He looked as though he was offside with the break there, and Wood kicks it away. Well, Billy Hughes, top goal scorer for Derby this season, cashed in on an error by Everton as they came out, broke down the right side, inside the first minute, lashed in a shot, and Wood kicks it clear. Pearson got a touch. Powell is under this. Comes back to Thomas. Turns to face Langan. Taking him on. Good skills, good ball. Well helped away then by Daniel with Latchford behind him. It'll come in again from Buckley. And Pearson. What a super try. Great save. Good football. Lovely cross from Buckley. Fine flying header from Pearson. Beautiful reactions from Bolton. Here's Langan for Daly. Hughes trying to get away, get a bit of space for himself. Daly looks for Ryan. Ryan taking on Ross. Short one for Rioch. The shot is here. And just wide from Don Masson. Don Masson very nearly for the first time getting himself on a Derby score sheet. Dobson. Hector, clever stuff for Daly. Oh, beautiful. Hughes. For Daly. Oh! And now Ryan! Good gracious me! Thrills and spills at both ends of the field. Latchford, good head down for Thomas. Ball on for Pearson. There's a push in the back against a push in Pearson's back. So a free kick. Thomas, number 11. Martin Dobson, number 8. Hand up, which is some sort of a signal. Thomas hooking it in there, and Latchford got there. Oh, and that was so close. Bob Latchford beat all his markers as Thomas knocked that one in. And Bolton was committed to his right-hand post, 6 inches to the left off Latchford's head, and that would have been a goal for Everton. Hector. King coming back at Hector, so it goes on to Ryan. He goes against Ross again. And the cover man there was King, and Ryan still got there and got the header in. And Dobson helps it back and put his goalkeeper, George Wood, under a lot of pressure. Hector. Goes Masson, Ryan. Again, he attacks Trevor Ross. Did him again. Good try! What a fine try that by Jerry Ryan. The lad that Tommy Dock brought over from Bohemians last September is looking pretty good here. A Bohemian-looking character. He exploded then. Super skills inside the box. Turned, drove the left foot. Just wide of the goals. King started to run. Unlucky. Well, Derby fans are pretty quiet right at this moment. 20 minutes to go. As Hughes tries to get past Higgins. Hughes, then the throw to Langan. Hughes. Good-looking cross ball. Ryan. Rioch. Good goalkeeping by Wood. He was off balance. But once again, good thinking by Jerry Ryan. knocking that ball back to Rioch, driving a hard left footer. Wood, who was off balance going backwards, did well to beat it away. So yet another corner. Just about in double figures, I think, corners to Derby, but they haven't done anything with any of them so far. Masson with this one. That's Daniel. And Daniel is going to score. No, he's not. Peter Daniel's fast reactions then, having put the pressure on in the first place, and with Wood stranded off his line, Peter Daniel tried to nod the ball back into the goal and was just wide to the left. And suddenly the floodlights have gone out. Floodlights which are being run by a generator specially hired for the game, and all the lights have gone out. He wants the players in, he wants the ball. Looks as though the referee, Trelford Mills, is going to take the players off the field.
Well, the players were off the field for 15 minutes while they patched up the generator, and then play was able to resume.
Buckley waiting for a free man with his throw-in. Goes for Pearson. Pearson pushed apparently by Nish. Can hardly believe that referee Mills gives the decision against him. And a free kick in what could be a very dangerous situation. Ross, number 3, 6 is Buckley, 11 is Thomas. Sorted out exactly what's going to happen here. Big long one, way across, and squeezed in by Lyons. Mike Lyons squeezes the goal in on the near post. Well, whatever the pre-planning was, it worked. Ross, Buckley and Thomas. Long discussion before Trevor Ross, the new boy, in his first game for Everton, flights that ball deep into the box. And the lanky figure of Mike Lyons was up to score his 3rd goal of the season.
1-0 to Everton, and that's it. We leave you today with the boy who learned his football in the streets of Bermondsey. He didn't play on a pitch or in a team until he was 10, and that's a pretty unfavourable social comment, if you like. But Trevor Aylott rose above it all, and yesterday he was a winner for Chelsea.
Away to Cook. Here's Sway. There's Aylott, played onside by Kenny Burns, and Aylott going all the way in there. Tremendous goal!